But it is funny to see passenger diarrhea all over.
Biohazard.
Biohazard. I agree. 2 things we do not need: this person's name, because we don't want that for them, because this is an embarrassing situation.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we don't know what happened. Like,
are we gonna circle back to the story and program like they had to circle back to Atlanta?
Yeah, I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, this is rough. Is that enough? Do you think we have some shit in there
or something? Yeah, probably covering the whole airplane.
It's all over.
Yeah. So much shit. It's a biohazard.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's the episode title. Wow. It's rare we hit it right in the beginning.
Yeah, pre-show. 3, 2, 1. Kevin, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
It's Tuesday. It feels like Monday, but for
God.
You, listener, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, it's the biggest Monday of my life.
I know. I'm feeling a little sluggish.
Yeah, I had several nutcrackers yesterday.
Oof. There should be a limit on those.
Yeah, it got
3. 3. It should be the cutoff.
Honestly, we had 2 nutcrackers. Me and Arden we split 2 or whatever.
Tell the listeners where you were.
I was at a Caribbean parade on Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn. It was fucking lit as fuck. I believe it was Carnival.
West Indian Parade, I believe is what it's called.
It was incredibly lit. People everywhere. Jerk chicken, oxtail.
Oof.
I mean, we ate very good yesterday.
Were you aware that this was happening? Were you planning for this? And like,
no, we weren't really planning. We knew it was going on. We were just gonna originally we were just gonna go and like walk around for a little bit, grab some food, but then it was just like such a pop-in event that we decided to stay longer and get more nutcrackers.
The West Indian Day Parade is the official title, and it happens each year. It did look quite festive.
It was pretty crazy. Met up with some friends there, and then we went to a nice tiki bar afterwards, and I saw Eric Andre there.
Wow, yeah, just enjoying the festivities.
Yeah, he was lit. We were all lit. I didn't say anything to him. He was busy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it sounds like what you did, what you're supposed to do on Labor Day, which is not labor.
Yeah.
Right? You're supposed to enjoy or relax. And, it sounds like you had that in spades, Kevin.
Yeah.
I was laboring too much. I decided to make my triumphant return to tennis, a sport I haven't played in well over a decade, and picked the hottest day in recent memory, or at least in the last couple of weeks here in New York. And found a great place to play tennis, but not a single piece of shade to be found. Just straight sun for 2+ hours. Way too hot to be playing tennis like that. I may have sun poisoning or dehydration. My body's fucked. So,
we're fully juiced today.
And my back hurts. My knee hurts, but listen, I was it's a great sport, a beautiful sport. I've been watching the U.S. Open a little bit, and
who are you pulling for?
I like Taylor Fritz.
Cool.
I also like Tiafoe. I like the new young guys, Americans. There's a couple of them. Coco on the women's
Coco's
side. Great. I'll tell you, watching that Netflix show,
Which
I know
one?
The Full Swing.
Oh,
is
yeah,
that the tennis one?
Full Serve or something? Or?
Yeah, something like that. Who cares? Look it up. Some tennis reality show on Netflix. And now I know a lot about the players, and I'm fully invested, and I really enjoy it. So my game, it's like riding a bike. It comes back to you, but I would say it needs work.
Yeah.
You challenged me to a match I saw on Instagram.
Yeah, I was pretty deep in nutcrackers.
How's your game, Kevin?
Awful.
Okay.
I got a baseball swing.
Okay, but can you volley? Can you?
Yeah, I can do whatever. I'm an athlete.
Well, I'd like to play. I'm gonna need a couple of weeks to recover, but yeah, no, I'm gonna try to stick with this. I think tennis is a fun sport. You don't really need too much, a net, some balls,
racket,
and that's really it. And Jackie was pretty good, so we were out there.
Nice. You gonna be at McCarran Park this year?
I actually passed by the tennis courts in McCarran. And I saw there was like a line.
Yeah,
it gets a little too rowdy for me there. I'm not trying to wait in line in any regard for anything.
Yeah.
I'm too old, I think, to wait.
What about pickleball?
Pickleball, I have never tried.
Yeah.
I know it's America's fastest growing sport. Yeah, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fun.
It's fun. It gets a lot of tennis people shit on it
Yeah,
for it being lame.
I mean, listen, tennis.
I don't really. I like it. It's fun.
Tennis involves a lot of running, and pickleball looks like less running, so I can kind of get down with that. But also, it's part of the reason why I'm playing is because I need to run.
But also, pickleball is about as intense as you make it. You could play really, athletically and be all over the court.
I'd like to try it.
Yeah.
I'd like to try it. Kevin, should we do a team pickleball day?
Sure.
Yeah.
I saw a video online recently. I think it was from one of the professional pickleball leagues. But the guy's like trying to hit. He's like going to his right on the back line trying to hit a ball, and he hits it and then falls into like the glass barrier behind him, and it just shatters.
Oh, wow.
So it's a good video. It's good. I'm sure it's even better with me describing it.
Yeah, no, it sounds sick. It sounds really great, Kevin. Another thing that I'm going to describe that sounds sick, Burning Man. Burning Man is the thing that everyone's talking about. It is the festival for Silicon Valley and sort of investors.
It's been co-opted by some fucking tech bros.
It's a giant party in the desert.
On the playa.
I have never gone.
Yeah.
Kevin, assume you've never gone.
I feel like I've been to a regional burn. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. You went to a regional burn, which is like a local fucking basketball game.
The Ohio burn.
Yeah. So I've always kind of wanted to go, but I've been just a little bit too anxious or scared to be in the middle of the desert with a bunch of people doing drugs. Like, as I'm sure I would get into it, but I feel like I don't know. Something bad could happen, and then this is what happened. I guess
it's about as bad as it could get.
This is bad.
Right?
So what happened was rain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big storms.
And so the playa is just dirt and sand.
Now it's all mud.
And it's now just mud. And I guess it kind of looks way shittier in the mud.
Yeah, people are having a difficult time getting around.
Okay.
I think there are a lot of abandoned bicycles out there. People, they're really breaking the rules. Packing or leave no trace. They were certainly leaving traces and abandoning their
stuff,
camps and shit. Apparently, all of like the Elon Musk level guys were helicoptered out.
Oh, so I'm reading this right now. Attendees were asked to not leave because that would mix the mud or that would make it harder for other people. I don't know.
And then they said, fuck that.
And I guess Diplo and Chris Rock were like, yeah, we're rich. We're like really rich. And we're not going to stay in this mud.
Chris Rock was there?
Chris Rock
Good
was
for
there,
him.
yeah.
There needs to be some sort of like next burn. There needs to be another like, I mean, maybe there is. And it's probably good that nobody knows about it. But there should be like a more authentic, like, I don't know. It's kind of out of control at this point.
Yeah, people are upset, Kevin, to your point about, not leaving their stuff behind. People that left their vehicles and personal property angered the attendees who said they were, quote, not showing compassion to their fellow man who have endured the same issues over the past few days as they tried to leave the desert. As usually happens in what burners refer to as, quote, the default world, people allow their emotions to override their reasonableness, and they are lashing out at each other as they leave the playa and attempt to make it to their next destination. Gross. I hated that sentence so much.
I mean, they're kind of spitting facts though. Like the people who are still there, like the true burners, like they're not there for like have a spiritual experience to improve the profit of their company or like improve the stakeholder shares or whatever the fuck. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they're the real deal. They're there. They're riding it out. They're packing in, packing out. It's a big community, dude.
I got another quote. This behavior definitely does not fall within the 10 principles of Burning Man.
That's what I was about to say.
But that is not the fault of the Burning Man project either. It is a societal issue.
Damn right.
Oh, man. So I guess this was just a massive shit show, and some people were like, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah.
And other people were like, you don't leave your fellow man, family.
Yeah,
And yikes.
exactly. Now that all of the losers left,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably very, very cool.
I did see a lot of TikToking and video,
Yeah.
which I don't recall in the past. Did they get Wi-Fi this year? Did they or
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. They said like a lot of there's like a ton of audio equipment that got destroyed, like just a ton of destruction.
I'm gonna ask a really dumb question. Has it never rained in this desert before? Like,
I think it's pretty rare.
Okay.
Right.
So I guess
it is a desert.
Yeah, they're just not used to it, and so
yeah,
all hell breaks
or
loose.
maybe it just hasn't rained. Like I think it really fucking rained there.
Got it.
Like yeah.
It looks like Woodstock 99, or it looks like Fire Festival. It just looks like a fucking mess. And I will say that one thing that everyone loves is rich people suffering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not. Probably the rich people aren't even suffering because they're abandoning their shit there.
Yeah.
So.
I guess so. I would stick it out. I feel like if you go to Burning Man, you're like, something's gonna happen. It's gonna be crazy, but like,
yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, they lit the effigy last night, I believe.
You know so much about Burning Man. It's troubling. It's confusing me because as a I feel like Burning Man stands for kind of everything that you
what are you talking about?
You stand against. But I guess you're right. Like your allegiance is to the origins of the principles.
Yeah,
the 10 principles.
I very much fuck with it on an ideological level. Like I think it's an admirable thing they're doing, and to raise the collective consciousness. But it's just been it's just the thing where it's just been co-opted, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you add tech bros to anything, it's like it goes downhill so fucking fast.
Yeah. So we got poop on a plane, poop in the desert. Just it's messy. It's messy.
Yeah, shit everywhere.
Messy shit everywhere situation. So yeah, welcome to the show. Show's front and center. We talk about things going on in news and culture and branding and design because we're a design studio. We both we work at a design company.
Yeah, we do.
And we talk about brands. Brands do crazy things. We care about design and things that are going on in the world of pop culture. And so, guess what, Kevin?
What?
The big story, because now it's September. Welcome to September. First podcast of the month.
Yeah, wake me up when September ends,
It's officially PSL season.
Let's go.
Which is, if you're not familiar, pumpkin spice latte, PSL for short, is the Starbucks flavor that took the nation by storm.
Yeah, 20-year anniversary this year.
No way.
Yeah.
20 years.
That's what they're saying on the dieline.com.
Wow, the dieline.com, the best place to get news, sustainability news, packaging resources, packaging inspiration,
pumpkin spice latte,
conferences,
origins.
And yes, an incredible roundup of pumpkin spice season.
Yeah,
returning.
And I think this is only the tip of the iceberg for them. They usually run.
Yeah.
I think that in the fall, they usually have a couple PSL updates.
Yeah, this feels early.
They love tracking it. I know Chloe particularly loves tracking the PSL-ification of things.
I mean, it is hilarious. It is a flavor that, again, any brand can really run with.
Yeah.
And it does get it gets mocked, but I'm gonna go on the record here. I'll look straight to camera. I love a PSL. I like a pumpkin spice latte. I think it's delicious. It's sweet. Tastes like candy, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, pumpkin spice. Pumpkin's great. I love pumpkins.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I love pumpkin pie.
It's a shame that it's become such a meme. I'll probably
it's kind of like Burning Man.
It's kind of like Burning Man. It was good until the people ruined it. We can't have nice things. I'm good for 3 a season.
3 pumpkin spice lattes?
Maybe 2. Under 5 for sure.
Under 5, yeah.
Yeah, there are people that are like, that's my fucking shit, and like the day it comes out, and for the whole month they're gonna they're gonna go crazy for it.
That's something.
Yeah, maybe 3 is being too generous. Maybe I'm down for 1 or 2.
Yeah.
If I go to Starbucks during this time, which I don't even go to Starbucks much, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, it's PSL season. Might as well.
Gotta do it.
Might as well do it. Do you like it, Kev?
No. I think I've had less than 1 PSL my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that mean you've never had it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
So 20 years. Shout out to Starbucks. They invented it.
They invented pumpkins.
They invented pumpkins and the spice.
Mhm.
And this is now a flavor that every brand can capitalize on. So shout out to the Die Line because they have rounded them all up for us. I'm just gonna run through them and say, yeah, I'd be down for that, or nah, I don't know. How's that for a plan, Kevin?
Yeah or nah?
Yeah or nah? Oh, what's it? Trick or treat?
Yeah.
That was our famous old games. Should we play? Death Wish pumpkin chai coffee. Sure.
Yeah,
Death
whatever.
Wish is a popular coffee brand, I guess, at this point. I've never had it. Have you ever had it?
I think maybe once before. Like it's something you go. Maybe I've had on like
Yeah.
a ski trip when my friend was in charge of buying coffee at Walmart,
Yeah.
and it was between that and Dunkin', and I don't know. I guess we maybe we just got that.
What does it say about us as a people that Death Wish? That's a brand. That's something we're like, yeah, I want that. Shout out to Death Wish coffee.
Yeah, I don't have Death Wish to be
I'm
honest.
drinking a Tomo coffee here today.
Yeah.
Delicious, beanless.
Beanless, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're pumpkin, I don't like chai. I'm not a chai guy.
Not a chai guy.
No.
I like chai.
Yeah, so I'm not here for this, but it's coffee, so it makes sense. Laird is a brand named after Laird Hamilton, which shout out to
Cool. Who is that?
him. Surfer.
Oh,
Big
cool.
wave surfer.
Big wave surfer?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm automatically here for this one.
Yeah. Have you seen 100-foot wave yet, Kevin?
No.
You need to watch, dude. That's one of my top 10 recommends.
All right, what's the product?
The product is a dairy-free, vegan, GMO-free creamer.
Cool.
Yeah, we're cream boys.
Yeah.
So pumpkin spice creamer.
I would take it in the creamer.
Yeah, for sure. Chobani oat milk, pumpkin spice. Oat milk. Sure.
I'm out.
You're out?
I'm kind of out on oat
Mhm.
milk recently.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
I'm with you. I've been almond all the way.
I'm on fucking whole milk, baby. I'm back. I'm back on the udder.
I love it. You look strong.
I get it from the farmer's market. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you need to get on that raw milk.
I mean,
It's illegal, right? Wasn't that something we talked about?
I may snag it
Mhm.
when I'm at Erewhon in Los Angeles.
I'm going to say a very funny sentence right now. Pumpkin spiced whip shot, which is a Cardi B backed vodka infused whipped cream brand.
Give me that.
Yeah, me too. I did not know that there was such a thing. Vodka infused whipped cream with Cardi B backing it.
Oh yeah, I've had a whip shot before.
Really? Very minimal, very clean. Does not feel like Cardi B whatsoever. But I assume she's
Good for her.
She's just an investor. She's just getting on her angel investment game, diversifying her portfolio.
Yeah.
Love
hell
to
yeah.
see that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, way to go, Cardi. Pumpkin spiced blondie from a brand called Dolce.
Sure.
It's a
I'll
snack
eat it.
brand that makes brownies and blondies, and so this is a PSL blondie.
Sure.
Sounds
Sounds good.
good. I've
delicious.
never heard of Dolce, but it looks like every other startup brand with a serif type is, and it looks pretty good. So shout out to them. Krispy Kreme has a Krispy Kreme pumpkin spice doggy donut.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah,
Do dogs need pumpkin spice?
pup friendly ingredients. So is this for dogs and people? Because I'm gonna be honest, if the packaging says doggy donuts, I'm gonna have a hard time eating it.
Yeah.
But I'm also not a big dog guy.
Yeah.
That's not the first. That's not the last doggy brand on this list. Dog Brew from Bush. It is pumpkin spice dog brew.
That's too much. It's just like do the pumpkin spice beer, do the dog beer. You don't. It doesn't need to be one thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like is pumpkin like really good for dogs? Like is that what I'm gathering here?
Yeah. Why is so many dog stuff?
Dogs
Contains no
love-
alcohol.
Dogs love
And it's
pumpkin.
made for dogs, so it's not a beer at all.
I think dogs should be allowed to have a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah, a couple beers on a Sunday when they're watching football.
Yeah,
Of course.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Let
uncivilized.
the dogs drink.
Let the dogs drink. Pumpkin spice avocado oil caviar by Chosen Foods. It is a caviar that is not made from salted roe. It is made from avocado oil.
Oh.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Get
yeah.
out of here.
No.
No.
I think I'm good on that.
I think I'm good on that. Stop. Let's stop alternative foods. Like we've gone too far with alternative foods. Like if you don't want caviar, don't eat caviar. Like it's not like everyone needs to eat caviar.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh man, I wish it was a caviar that didn't have any fish. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
That's the whole point.
That's the fucking point of it. It's fish eggs. That's what you're getting.
Yeah. Now you're just getting like probably really processed oil. Salty oil. That's
sick.
I'm out. I'm out on
that. I'm out on the product and the pumpkin spice variety, which is like, it was bad to begin with. A brand called Tree Hut has pumpkin spice latte shea sugar scrub. So this is a beauty product, not something you eat, something that you put on your body.
I'm in on that. That looked really refreshing. Like it sounds, I'm a little hungover this morning. Yeah. Nothing sounds better than like a nice sugar scrub and a hot shower, and then just taking a big nap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kevin. Kevin contains multitudes.
Yeah, I don't just talk about vacation.
Yeah. Or drinking, or being a high school football player from Cincinnati. He also likes to scrub. He likes a massage, and he likes to be pampered.
I love to exfoliate.
That's right. And he also likes his beauty products and his sort of a facial routine.
Yeah.
The next one is my favorite on this list. Dude Wipes has dumpkin spice with clove, nutmeg, and other fall shit.
This is a huge W.
Yes, a lot of shit on the program here today. So much shit. You might even call it a biohazard. So Dude Wipes is the brand, obviously, that knows that dudes be also pooping.
Yeah, dudes need to wipe too.
And has apparently built a ginormous business out of this discovery.
Yeah.
And this I like because they're making fun here. They know what they're doing.
Oh, for sure.
They know that there's going to be roundups. They know there's going to be articles. They know there's going to be discourse.
This is why you play the game.
This is why we play the game. And so shout out to Dude Wipes for getting in on this and doing this in a tongue-in-cheek manner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for this. I would use this. Mm-hmm. I think this is a much better product than their mint wipes, which are sound repulsive to me.
Yeah, Kevin hates mint. Shout out to Dude Wipes. They sent us a boatload of Dude Wipes a couple years ago, and we still have them. We're still wiping with them.
Yeah, it was too many.
They sponsored the podcast.
Did they?
Indirectly.
Okay.
With their products. And so, shout out to them. They have a good brand and they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they just they hit it home. And
Dumpkin spice latte.
Latte. It's a shame that Jimmy Fallon and the late night shows are still on strike because of the writer's strike. Otherwise, they would have a field day with
I know.
Dumpkin spice.
We're stepping in for them.
Yeah. Shout out to us. Listen, when America, when one thing sort of is gone, you got to step up, right?
Yeah, one
Tom
door
Brady.
Closes, another one opens.
Thank you, Kevin, for helping me. That's called podcasting teamwork right
there.
There
we go.
I believe this is the last one. It is Mama Lupe's pumpkin spice tortilla. I did not know this, but pumpkins have grown in Mexico for quite a while. They date back to somewhere between 7,500 BC.
You said a lot of numbers there.
That's a lot of numbers, and apparently pumpkins grow in Mexico. And so they were a part of the Aztec nation's cuisine. And so shout out to a Kansas-based brand, Mama Lupe. And they're doing a pumpkin spice taco tortilla.
Sure.
Would you have this?
Probably not, but
no, me neither.
I mean, if somebody had them, I would try one for sure.
What I'm looking at on the packaging, which I do really appreciate, is a savory, not a savory taco, but a sweet taco. It kind of looks like has some drizzle of caramel on top, whipped cream, some nuts, and
all right, I'm in.
Some candied.
I was out, but now I'm
inside. In. Yeah, so I think that's the way to do it. If you're gonna, offer a sweet tortilla, you got to show how am I going to use this? My imagination, I cannot figure it out.
Wow, that was a good kickoff. To
Yeah,
PSL
that's it.
season.
There's like 2 more, but none of them are great.
A lot of stuff to look forward to when after Labor Day,
Yeah.
PSL kicks off, NFL kicks off.
Yes.
It's gonna be a great fall.
Yeah, we're trying not to talk about the NFL this season quite as much. I think last season Kevin and I
No, we did fine.
talked a little bit too much football for our graphic design based audience, but just know we're excited. We're excited. Kick off
PSL.
Kevin, not tonight, not tomorrow night, but the night after that, NFL.
I know. It's gonna be great.
Are you? Is that your game?
No,
What do you guys play Sunday?
Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Well, you know what goes perfectly with football season, Kevin, right?
Taking dumps on a plane.
No, a foot-long sub from Subway.
Yes.
Yes. Our favorite brand, bar none.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Brand of the year.
Brand of the year, multiple years running. Honestly, we've even thought about changing our podcast structure to just be a Subway-based show. It's almost like they have news at least once a month.
Yeah, I think they've really put some marketing spend
Yes.
this year to try to clear their name.
I think the last few years, which we've been doing this podcast, have overlapped with Subway's desire to rebrand and change their public image away from all the troubles of the past. And what I would say they're doing is the most. They are absolutely trying to, confuse people, distract people, and get them talking about Subway in different ways that do not involve Jared Fogle or the tuna not being tuna or anything else that people may think about. Their latest idea, Kevin, here is called Subway in the Sky.
Wow. Poetic.
Yeah, beautiful. The idea is simple. It is a restaurant that will be a 180-foot long blimp that will take guests 1,000 feet above ground, and they will be able to try some of Subway's recently launched sandwiches, the new deli varieties, not to be confused with the old ones. That's why they brought in the deli slicers.
Yeah, they got the deli slicer.
They have 4 new sandwiches. One is called the Beast.
Ooh.
And according to Subway, the blimp's gondola is big enough to carry 6 passengers at a time, and each guest will get the chance to sample all 4. So it's a Subway tasting menu.
Oh, that's nice.
And they float above the city. They're gonna give 40 fans a day the opportunity to ride this giant sub
In multiple locations.
So we have 4 U.S. cities throughout September: Kansas City, Atlanta, Georgia, Orlando, Florida, and Miami, Florida.
It's probably the cities with like the easiest like flight regulation laws.
Yeah, it sounds strategic. And you get to fly around in a giant sub. Couple things of note. The sub itself looks like a sub.
Yeah, what sub do they slap on there?
Yeah, so the graphic of a sub,
Do you think it's the Beast?
a submarine, I guess, or a blimp, which not to be confused with Blimpie, which is another sub sandwich restaurant. The sub itself has what looks like the Beast on it on the front, and then has which is just a printed photograph of a sandwich. So it looks like a giant sandwich is floating through the sky.
Yeah, think about the DPI on that print.
And then the other half of it is the wrapper.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like a sandwich being unwrapped, flying through the air.
Good.
So I got to say, that fucking rules.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is pretty amazing. This sounds also a bit terrifying, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't know. I'm not afraid of flying. I'm not that kind of guy.
I mean, those deli slices are pretty sharp, so.
But to be in a blimp eating sandwiches 30 minutes, it lasts around 30 minutes, is kind of, I don't know. It feels a little terrifying, but shout out to Subway for doing, again, last month, changing people's names was the thing. This month, a giant blimp. Literally, they'll just do
What
anything.
are they going to do next?
What are they going to do next? I don't know. One thing, Kevin, I did want to talk to you about is these, the Ultimate Deli subs. They have spent over a year crafting these things.
I bet they have.
With the new slicer, the highlighted new slicer. We got 4 sandwiches. I'm gonna run them down. Titan turkey, double provolone cheese, lettuce,
Nice.
tomatoes, red onions, and mayonnaise. That
Pretty good. Sounds good.
sounds good. The Grand Slam ham, double provolone again. Lettuce, tomatoes, red onions, and mayonnaise. So basically just the same exact sandwich.
Good name.
But just ham.
I wonder who's going to be promoting the Grand Slam ham.
Yep.
It's probably
They have numbers on these things. Number 99, which makes me think
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge. Oh, Grand Slam ham.
Yeah, Grand Slam ham.
Titan turkey number 15. Is that Mahomes? Mahomes 15?
Titan turkey.
I don't know why it'd be Titan.
Yeah.
Oh, what number is Patrick Mahomes?
He's number 15.
Yes, okay. Who's number 17? Because that's our next.
Is that Josh
sub.
Allen?
Is that Josh Allen? This is the garlic roast beef. Roast beef, double provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, and red onions, and roasted garlic aioli served on artisanal Italian bread.
Okay. All right.
These all look the same. And then the reason why we're all here is the Beast, number 30, which I assume is Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Pepperoni, salami, turkey, ham, roast beef, double provolone cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, red onions, mayonnaise, and MVP vinaigrette.
All right. MVP, baby. Why do all these sandwiches have double provolone?
I don't know. That was my number one question. Why so much provolone?
I mean, provolone's great.
Doesn't really have much flavor, though. I mean, but maybe now with the new Subway.
Maybe if it's sliced now
Yeah.
and not just, pre-cut with those half moons.
Double provolone. Pepperoni, salami, turkey, ham, roast beef. That's a beast. It's a beast of a sandwich.
It sounds like it's going to take a long time to slice all that meat. What could go wrong?
Wow. Yeah, this sounds great. Honestly, they got the slicer, they got the blimp, they got the beast. I'm here for all of this. We're here for Subway's relaunch, if you will. And good for this very random idea. It just feels like they just got in a room with an advertising agency of some sort and said, what can we do? And they were like, floating sky restaurant. And what if we got everyone to change their names to Subway? And what if we made a sandwich called the Beast and we put all our meats on it?
Yeah.
And the Subway, sort of executives were like, yes.
All of them.
All of them, please. We'll do all of that.
Bring out the whole menu.
Yeah, we'll do it all. And to be honest, maybe I'm just hungry. Maybe I'm just, reminiscing about Subway sandwiches of the past. I kind of, I'm here. I want to try it.
Yeah, me too.
It's been a couple years now. Maybe
Yeah,
I
got to get my hands on one of those beasts.
We got to get one of these new Subway sandwiches. Kevin, would you fly through the air though? Would you get into a blimp?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna pass on the blimp.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Have you ever seen that clip of like restaurants where they like suspend people over like a falls of some sort? And that's not for me.
Yeah, I would just prefer to have the nice meal. And maybe go there afterwards and look at it. I don't need to be. I don't need to be like suspended.
Yeah, I'm out on being suspended over a body of water
or
any mountain while I'm eating a meal.
Yeah.
You know what I like? To be sitting on the ground.
Yeah. Maybe I can go out and be suspended after I eat my meal.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I like a booth.
Yeah.
I like
hot take.
I like sitting with some nice back support.
Yeah.
Especially after I play tennis. I need
Yeah.
I need that lumbar support.
There you go.
I can't be suspended over something. I don't want to. Also, I'm not sure that fear goes well with food. I feel like I'd be just freaking out, scared the whole time, and I just don't know if that would make me hungry.
Yeah, I don't know if I really trust Subway with aviation.
You bring up another great point. Of all the major brands that I trust with my life, Subway, low on that list. Low, very low on that list. So, shout out to Subway.
Yeah,
keep trying. Keep trying.
You got to get the trust up before you take people in the air.
Yeah.
opinion.
Hopefully this doesn't go wrong for them. But,
that would suck.
30 minutes, you just go up and down, and hopefully the weather is okay. And, we're here for these new sandwiches. Kevin, a new restaurant has opened up, I believe, in Williamsburg. Is it? No, it's on East 14th Street. It's in New York. I did know that. And the brand is called Doner Haus. It looks particularly delicious. I'm going to be honest. It serves, sort of kebabs and sandwiches and pita breads. But they have a very interesting logo. and it has Donor in white type on black, and then House is in black type in a sort of rectangular orange shape on the right side. And some say it looks a little bit like Pornhub.
What's Pornhub?
Pornhub is a very popular website with videos.
Oh, okay.
Run by a company called MindGeek, which I always think is kind of interesting and hilarious because that sounds like a children's educational platform.
MindGeek. MindGeek is just a bad play on Mind Freak.
Yeah.
Chris Angel's Mind Freak.
Yeah, that's true. Chris Angel has nothing to do with this. Don't bring Chris Angel into this. But yes, there is the MindGeek crew has gotten wind of this East Village restaurant, and it says that that has the quotes the same general look and feel between Doner Haus and Pornhub. It threatens to cause confusion, deceive the public, and misappropriate the goodwill of the Pornhub's trademarks. So it sounds like they got a little C and D, and I guess we'll see what happens. They had to know this was coming.
Maybe. They probably just thought they were flying under the radar.
I guess my real question here is like, why, outside of just getting it, like getting publicity, like what connection between the two brands other than Donor feels a little bit like Boner do the two brands have? You know what I mean?
Nothing.
Just the logo. So I think that's what's interesting to me is like this is a very bold decision.
I wish we could call a lawyer right now.
I wish so too. He probably would say that they have a real case here. My guess, but I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a trademark lawyer. But this does feel like something that, the good name of the people at MindGeek and Pornhub, like that's they seem like a litigious group. I'll say that.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't want to be in a lawsuit battle. Also, I feel like they got mad cash.
Yeah.
Because Pornhub, I'm going to go on a record here. I believe that is one of the top viewed websites on the internet. And I also believe it's the number one porn website on the internet.
Huh.
I don't know if either of those two things are fact, but I believe them to both be true.
They're probably up there in both regards, if not those, like...
I feel like
it's probably right.
I would also argue, again, this is just my opinion. I think it's the best brand in porn. I can't think of another.
They make the best videos.
No, I'm saying they have an award show. I know they do like sort of like influencer marketing. Yeah, they've done a couple things.
They do have the most palatable brand.
They're trying to make porn normalized. And I don't think they'll ever be able to fully do that because of we live in America. But I do think they have kind of like become they've come the closest, I think. And they got a brand to uphold.
Yeah,
and
got a brand.
Just because you're serving kebabs down in the East Village doesn't mean you could just kind of play, have some fun with our branding.
Yeah, Pornhub doesn't fuck around.
Yeah, I guess I'm standing by this.
Yeah,
I'm standing by Pornhub.
I don't know. It's parody law and stuff.
Parody law. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer, but I believe
Dom Starbucks.
I believe parody law to be very forgiving.
Yeah.
So.
But
who knows? I
guess
we'll keep our finger on the pulse. Let's see if we can get an anonymous lawyer with an unrecognizable voice on the podcast.
Yeah. Kevin,
weigh in on this.
Side story here. Do you see that Diddy is giving the publishing rights back to his the bad boy artists? Famously, Puff Daddy has made artists sign like the absolute worst deals, in which case he owns all the rights, all the everything. And I guess he's been basically been told that that's a prickish thing to do. I mean, there's a lot of talk about like music rights and who gets to own the masters and sort of like all the music stuff. And so he's giving back the bad boy artists their music.
That's good.
So shout out Big Day for Cameron, Mace, 112, The Locks, and all of the various bad boy artists that he's going to give his the rights back to.
That's awesome. Good for them.
Good for them, and good for Diddy.
Yeah.
Definitely not trying to get into the public news cycle with that one. Definitely doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah. What was that? Who was that producer that everyone's stepping away from?
Scooter Braun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We still don't really know what happened there. He is the manager. He made Justin Bieber famous.
Okay.
He found him on YouTube when he was like 8 years old. Not creepy at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Justin Bieber, one of the biggest stars on the planet, and then has gone on to manage like Ariana Grande and Kanye West at some point, and Demi Lovato, and like just a number of different people.
Yeah.
He is number one enemy of Taylor Swift Nation.
Yeah.
Because he bought her music masters.
Yeah.
And then he like sold them to someone else. And so the story here is that like last week, Selena Gomez and like a bunch of other people that were signed to Scooter Braun all started like basically dropping like flies, being like, he's no longer our
disavow.
We disavow. And so people were kind of like, what did he do? They were waiting for some giant scandal to come out, and it never really did. So be on the lookout for that. I'm sure there's something, but
it's got to be something.
There's got to be something. And I'm going to go on the record here and say that I don't think that Scooter Braun is a good guy. He does give me like that dude is dickhead vibes. So I wouldn't be shocked to hear that he's, kind of treating these musicians poorly or taking all their money or whatever, signing them into bad deals. Who knows? But hey, people were saying crazy stuff. They were people. There was no story about why all these artists were dropping, so they just started making ones up, which I feel like that's a bad place to be in as a society. It's like, oh, this guy's bad. We think he's bad. He's enemy of our favorite music artist. So let's just like make up like FBI. Yeah, they were like FBI's raiding his house, and it's just like none of that was true.
Whoa.
So yeah, we live in crazy times here, Kevin.
Damn.
Last story of the day. Another legal battle. So Burger King is under a class action lawsuit in the District Court of Miami, where 4 people have filed a lawsuit alleging that Burger King exaggerates the size of its burgers in its advertisements. They are particularly calling out the Whopper, and they're saying that it inflates the size of its sandwich in its photographs by approximately 35%.
Damn.
And I know we've talked about some people kind of trying to just like, get money from these big giant, companies and making some pretty crazy claims. I don't think this is that crazy of a claim.
Yeah.
I think if you put a Big Mac burger next to a Big Mac photograph.
You mean a Whopper?
No, I'm talking about Big Mac in McDonald's.
Yeah.
You put the two next to each other. I think the difference is there, clearly, right? We're talking about food styling and all that kind of stuff. But I think what you're buying on the board is what you're getting in the package, most likely.
It certainly lines up better.
It's remotely similar. Substantially the same. I think a Whopper, what you're seeing in an ad and what you're getting,
a lot.
Those two things are almost indistinguishable as the same.
That food photographer and the food stylist,
yes,
are too good there.
Yeah,
they're doing too good of a job.
I think there's a line where you have to represent reality in some sense. And I think if you were to line up all the fast food sandwiches, I'm sure someone has done this. Yeah, I think Burger King is getting away with the most egregious photo styling and retouching and just straight up lying. The Burger King spokesperson said, quote, "The flame grilled beef patties portrayed in our advertising." I love how they had to specify how they were flame grilled. Are the same patties used in the millions of Whopper sandwiches we serve to guests nationwide. I mean, they are. That's not the argument. The argument is the photo.
The photos are just too good. The creative for Burger King was just too good. JKR did too good of a job.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to put this on JKR, but they do. Those photographs are they are misleading.
The brand guidelines state that the photographs need to be fucking juiced, and they are.
Yeah, they're juiced. They are fucking juice.
No, I don't think it's JKR's fault.
No. They've tried to mediate this. Burger King attempted to have the lawsuit dismissed, and a judge has rejected their request.
Oh, wow.
In a 22-page ruling, U.S. District Judge Roy Altman wrote that the lawsuit may proceed, and Burger King will have to defend itself in court against the plaintiff's allegations.
What? This sounds like a reality show.
This is crazy.
There's a 22-page report on this case that this fast food company is lying about.
Yeah.
They're inflating their meat.
The judge said, "Who are we to decide whether such a seemingly substantial difference between what was promised and what was sold or was not enough to alter the purchasing preferences of reasonable American consumers?" Sounds like he's on their side.
Brother, you're the judge.
What? Who are we to decide?
Yeah.
It's like literally,
dog, you're the
guy.
Yeah. Isn't that what your job is?
Yeah. No, that's like, that's hilarious.
It's the dumbest thing a judge could ever say.
Yeah.
Who are we to decide?
That's like a doctor being like, who am I to decide whether this is a broken leg or not?
Yeah.
It's like, dog, you are the one.
You're the guy.
For better, it seems to us, to leave that determination to the customers themselves, who in this case survives that far, will get to sit in the jury box and tell us what reasonable people think on the subject. So he's like, yo, let the people decide.
Yeah, let them cook.
Yeah. Burger King attempted to argue that it wasn't required to sell Whoppers that look exactly like the picture. That wasn't enough to sway Altman in its favor. This is not looking good for them.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll throw $10 million at this.
Yeah, it's 4 people.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the plaintiff's attorney explained that these 4 individuals are just trying to make a difference. Quote, "These people aren't looking to get $5 million because they bought a hamburger and didn't look like what they were advertised.
They're only looking to get $1 million.
Anthony Russo told Good Morning America. The consumers really want to bring about change. They have a lot of choices. They just want to be told truthfully what their choices are."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if going down a class action lawsuit, this class action lawsuit rabbit hole is promoting good enough change.
Yep.
I don't know if this is like a positive avenue, you know, to create change.
I love this.
Like, what the fuck?
I love this story though.
Okay, yeah, we're really altruistic now about
this lawyer.
Class action lawsuits. They don't want money. They just want Burger King to do what's right.
Yeah.
So do what's right, Burger King.
Interesting. I'm also looking at they did change their advertisements. So their latest advertisements has it even more juiced. So like the old ads were like a burger and pickles and like lettuce and tomato. The new ads have like burger overflowing on the bun. They have like tomatoes stacked up. They have like lettuce overflowing out of these this bun, and it looks insane, especially when you compare it to just a regular burger photographed from an iPhone. I don't know, Kevin. This is interesting. This is interesting. I think one of the things that for me is such a big difference is the height. Like when you look at a photograph, it looks like a burger has got like 5 inches or so, 6 inches, which is a lot of inches.
That's pretty big.
It's pretty big. And if you look at a real Whopper and you order one, it's like it's half that size.
It's maybe 3.
Yeah, which is good enough. Yeah. But
what is it a crime to portray it as 6 when it's really 3?
Yeah.
Should you go to jail for that? I don't know. Who am I to decide?
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's a lot of comparison
Yeah.
images. I'll show you this one from the Telegraph. That's crazy. That's the one I was referring to where the meat is overflowing the bun. It's like actually bigger than the bun is in the ads. I don't know.
It's all about context.
Yeah. I think Burger King will get a little slap on the wrist and they'll keep moving. But like this is again, Jimmy Fallon is sitting in his mansion upstate like God damn it, I wish I had my show tonight so I could talk about this big Whopper issue. Did you see we have, speaking of Jimmy Fallon, there's competitors in the podcast landscape. There's a new podcast called Strike Force 5. It is Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, and John Oliver. So essentially all of the white male hosts of late night shows, because they do not have a job. They're out of work.
Wow.
They've come together to do the most noble thing they can do: start a podcast.
That's a good salute to them. Hopefully,
salute to these men. Talk about change.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we need.
That's what we needed.
Damn, that's crazy.
Isn't that wild? But I guess they're
independent media, baby.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to raise money. There's a good angle
yeah.
to it.
I'm sure there is
It's for like the writers of their shows, or their strike, or they're striking, but now they're podcasting. And to be honest, I have no interest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Those people without writers, they're funny. Most of them are unfunny with the world's best comedy writers behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Think about them without them.
Yeah, I can't even remember who you said, but I think there's.
It was all of them.
Yeah,
it was all of them. So
yeah, they got a couple. I mean,
yeah,
they got a couple good ones.
Yeah. Before we go, Kevin, we should say R.I.P. to Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
And Wasting Away in Margaritaville, and then Steve Harwell, Smash Mouth, two legends of the game. Gone too soon, both of them.
Yeah, R.I.P.
56 for Steve Harwell. And then Jimmy Buffett was a little bit older, but not that much older.
Yeah.
Way to end the show on a downer note.
Yeah, geez.
Should I make a hard pivot to Pumpkin Spice's Starbucks' new drink?
No.
20 years after the PSL, they have a new drink.
Is this breaking?
Apple Crisp Oat Milk Shaken Espresso.
No.
It's an homage to a warm apple dessert that's made with a creamy oat milk.
We're done here.
That is a lot of words. Iced Apple Crisp Oat Milk Shaken Espresso. So it's just a apple flavored coffee.
Where's the pumpkin?
No pumpkin, Kevin. This is the thing. They got the fucking architects back in the lab. They're like, pumpkin spice, 20 years. How do we top it? Big idea. Apple crisp.
Apple, yeah.
Apple.
Apple.
You know what people like in the fall?
Apples.
Apples.
Yeah, that's facts.
So,
all right,
shout out to
let's
Starbucks.
end this one. Big pod coming up next week.
Ooh, big guest alert. Arguably, not arguably, unarguably, the biggest guest we've ever had on the program.
Yes. Tell your mom.
Tell your mom. Tell your friends. I'm going to just say right now, the GOAT in the building next week. Peace.
Later.